good friends, my name is Luz, and in this video we're going to talk about accepting our self-worth. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to give you my explanation of that, and I'm also going to give you 3 very important tips that you could go ahead and put into practice to start seeing and accepting your worth. For many years, I thought that I was not successful, that everything that I was doing was not enough, that everybody was ahead of me and that I was behind, and I basically felt that I was down here in the mud and everybody was up here. Well, you know what? That was not the case. I have helped a lot of people learn how to bake and decorate cakes. I also started an Etsy shop and I was selling the sticker labels for their packaging, which that was so successful in itself with more than 11,000 orders on Etsy. I sadly had to put everything to a pause, and this was because I just felt like I wasn't doing enough. Come to think of it, I was doing amazing because come on, who does 11,000 sales in a couple years? Like that's just crazy. And also I was an instructor and I was teaching a lot of women and men how to bake from scratch and decorate. So that in itself was like, wow, like I'm amazing. I'm an amazing instructor. I'm an amazing woman that attracts other people to want to learn what she is doing. But I didn't feel like that. And this was because of a limiting belief that got in my head, I don't know when, years back, that everything I was doing was just not enough. And I carried that with me throughout all these years. And even by carrying all that, I was still able to show up for you guys, to teach, and just to come and make just beautiful friendships over social media and in person. Here are the 3 things that I did to start getting me into a flow of that I was worthy of it all. First thing I did was to connect with my Creator, to connect with God. I have always been attracted to learning of His Word, to going to church, to reading the scriptures, but I never took it completely serious until now. I put all my faith in God and I just told Him, God, lead the way, because I've been trying to do this my way for years and it's just not enough. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing anything. Once I did that, everything started to shift. Like, I mean, everything. I took finally the decision to stop my baking business. And that went with the whole teaching online, doing the PDF recipes and just doing videos even here. That also took the sticker labels that I was doing for all the bakers. That part of the business also went. That was my comfort zone, but at the same time I didn't feel like I was fulfilling my passion or my purpose, and that changed completely when I gave that worry to God, when I told Him, these are my worries, here you go, take them, because I have just made a mess of it and you are the only one that could put this back into place. And it's been amazing these past months. It's almost going to be a year now that I started to take decisions and started to do changes towards doing that. And I cannot tell you how happy I am, because now I have an inner peace and just the joy that I didn't have before. So that's tip number 1. Connect with your Creator. If you don't want to call it God, that's fine. You're with the universe, with the energy source, with whatever makes you happy or whatever you believe in. But you need to really connect in knowing that there's a higher power and that there's this energy flow just, around, that we're not just here existing, that there's literally something moving everything and putting things into place. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, I got connected with nature, which is kind of the same thing, because when you connect with nature, you're connecting with God, with the creation, with the universe. You're connecting with it all. So what I love to do to connect with nature is that I love to go outside barefoot. I like to be on the grass barefoot. I like to step on the rocks. I like to be on the dirt and the mud. Like, I just like to connect. I also love to garden. I just love succulents, and I will put a picture of my beautiful giant succulents right here so that you could see them. I have a lot of trees, so I really started connecting with nature, talking to the flowers, touching them, just telling them how beautiful they were. That was tip number 2. I connected with nature. Now, how can you connect with nature? It's super easy. Just ground yourself. You could go ahead and go barefoot outside. That's a very good practice for you to release all that tension that you have, or if you have nerves, you're just nervous or you're just stressed. That's a very good practice that you could put into place, which is go out and go barefoot. If you're not into gardening, that's fine. Maybe you're into just watching the sunrise or watching the sunset, watching the clouds, the stars, something that has to do with being out in nature. That's a very good practice for you, and a tip. That was tip number 2. For tip number 3, you're gonna go ahead and write down at least 3 things that you are doing right now with your family, in your job, or with your friends that makes a difference. For example, if you cook, girl, you are making a difference. You're feeding your family. Don't think that, oh, I just cook, I stay home, all I do is just stay here, I don't work. No, you work. And we know that homemakers actually work double, triple, or 4 times more, as if we were just to go out and work at a 9-to-5 job. So everything that you do, write it down. Write down at least 3 things that make a difference in your surrounding. It's taking care of your parents. Is it that you go to work and you are the breadwinner? You bring home the income so that you could have a roof over your head. What are 3 things at least that you could think of that you do to make a difference? Start there. I have created a free PDF file that you could go ahead and download and print, and it's like a little guide, a little exercise that you could do so that it could get you into that flow, into that gratitude, into seeing how valuable and everything that you do, and accepting that you are worthy of it all, beautiful human being, and that you matter in every single thing you do every day. That PDF, you could go ahead and download it completely free. I will put the link under description. At the top left corner, there's going to be a little tab that says subscribe. You could go ahead and hit that, and it's going to let you subscribe to my weekly newsletter so that you don't miss any of the issues that are coming out every week. There's also another little tab there that says past issues. If you press that one, you're going to be able to see the list of all the issues that I've sent out throughout the weeks. But again, subscribe to that newsletter so that you don't miss any of them. If you feel like one of your friends, your besties, or your family member could benefit from this kind of content, I would love for you, and I would thank you ahead of time to go ahead and share it with them. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Luz, and I'll see you in the next video.